everyone, welcome to today's video. This is going to be one that I hope you will find relaxing. I would advise wearing a pair of headphones so that you can properly hear the video and focus on it. And if you need to take a moment to pause the video to get yourself more comfortable or in a more relaxing space, then pause the video and come back to it whenever you're ready to. Okay, now that we are sat down comfortably, let's begin. I want you to slowly bring your focus to your breathing, and I want you to breathe in for the count of 4 and breathe out to the count of 6. When you're ready, I want you to close your eyes and keep breathing into the count of 4 and out to the count of 6. And I want you to imagine yourself in a field surrounded by trees. And I want you to imagine that there is a waterfall. And I want you to imagine looking at that waterfall. And I want you to really focus and imagine what that waterfall sounds like, what colour the water is, and I want you to really take a moment to imagine the beautiful scenery of the field and the waterfall and the trees, and just really focus on that trickling, the rippling of that water as it falls over the waterfall and trickles over the stones and through the rocks. The running sound of the water just slowly moving past you. And I want you to focus on the grass that's around you. Is it long grass? Is it short grass? Maybe you can smell the grass. It's been freshly cut. Or maybe you can smell the maybe you've got a sandwich or a picnic and you can smell the chocolate spread sandwich and your favourite flavoured crisps. And I want you to imagine that there's a hammock in between two trees that looks right over the waterfall. And I want you to imagine walking over to the waterfall and walking over to the hammock. And I want you to imagine the texture of the hammock. Is it soft? Is it rope? The colour of the hammock. And I want you to imagine climbing into the hammock and just laying in the hammock looking over the waterfall. And I want you to imagine yourself looking up at the sky. It's a clear blue sky with no clouds. And you can see lots of different types of birds just peacefully flying through the sky. Maybe there's a bird of prey, or a seagull, or a crow, or a goldfinch, or a buzzard. And I want you to imagine those birds just peacefully flying overhead. And then I want you to take a moment to look back to the river. And I want you to really focus on the sound of that river just trickling past you. Maybe you can feel yourself gently swaying from one side to the other in the hammock. And I want you to really focus on how peaceful and calm that scenery is. Maybe you're by yourself, or maybe you're having a picnic with a friend. And I want you to really focus on that safe, neutral, calm and relaxing environment. And I want you to really imagine yourself being there. The smells, the things that you can smell, the things that you might be able to hear, the things that you might be able to feel. Really focus on those key senses. And I want you to imagine maybe getting out of that hammock and walking towards the waterfall. Maybe that waterfall sound gets louder as you walk towards it. Or maybe you're walking away from the waterfall. And I want you to imagine again just laying back in that hammock. And I want you to imagine yourself just falling asleep in the hammock over the waterfall. And I want you to really focus on the surroundings, the water trickling over the edge of the waterfall, and the trees, the different textures and colours that you might be able to see. And when you're ready, I want you to slowly imagine yourself walking away from that waterfall, walking out of that field and going home. And when you're ready, I want you to slowly open your eyes and slowly bring yourself back to reality.